Book his ass, I wish you would come. What up, family? It's your boy SNTV, man. Coming at y'all with a quick update. Of course, I'm pretty sure y'all have already heard that NBA YOUNGBOY Chicago tour date has been canceled. Now, of course, you got a lot of people talking crazy. He definitely wasn't gonna come and woo this and woo that. Well, here's the thing dealing with all of this. I do think NBA YOUNGBOY is crazy enough to come. And I don't feel like nothing was gonna happen to him if he would have came. Not because Chicago or certain people in Chicago are not ready to crash out behind, Dirk and King Von. Because we have a surplus of crash outs in Chicago. No shortage of crash outs in Chicago. No, that's definitely not the reason. The reason being is that there were going to be so many police at that venue, so much security, that if something did happen, it would have been the type of situation, it would have been like a kamikaze situation. Something happens to him right here, you automatically either die or go to jail right there on the spot. No questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Definitely wasn't gonna be no Charlie Kirk situation going on. I'm gonna tell you why I heard that the venue got canceled. Now, of course, we know that the United Center, if they were never gonna do it, if they were never all in with this performance, they would have never stalled it all the way out to 2 days before the concert. You see what I'm saying? The United Center was gonna do it. The reason that the United Center didn't do it is because there was an influx of death threats sent NBA YoungBoy's way. Just threats in general, saying what they was gonna do if NBA YoungBoy showed up to the United Center. So people are calling in, saying what's gonna happen to NBA YoungBoy if he shows up at the United Center. If anybody knows anything about insurance and how these companies and these people that invest in this stock, these people that have stocks invested in the United Center, the people that own the United Center, they have to protect their investment, right? So these people that are going to these concerts, most of these are kids. They're not signing NDAs. So if they go to a concert and an influx of people just so happen to die at this concert, or the wrong person get injured or maimed or lose their life at this concert, you talking about a lawsuit, a damn near class action lawsuit that could take the United Center down. Real talk. Because threats were made and y'all didn't act upon these threats. That's how that works. Some people say O Block niggas did it. You know what I'm saying? O Block and OTF did it. They was calling up there, threatening, that they was gonna do this and they was gonna do that. And they calling. And eventually, the folks just, canceled the venue. They have to do that. There's no other choice but to do that. And in all actuality, me, myself, my personal opinion, I feel like it was the right decision. Like, ultimately, the right decision was made, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. We just gonna scratch the fact that NBA YoungBoy was beefing with OTF, right? We gonna scratch the fact that Lil Tim, the person that took King Von out, was on tour with NBA YoungBoy. Mind you now, he was on tour. But we gonna scratch that. And we gonna think about the fact that somebody, probably a couple people, was guaranteed 110% to lose their life on the 24th of September. Today's the 23rd. Tomorrow would have been the 24th. tomorrow, a lot of people would have lost their life. A few people would have lost their life. Guaranteed. And the reason being is because there would have been a lot of sets there that beef with each other. There was going to be sets there that was going to beef with each other. They was going to run into each other. Somebody was going to run into their enemy at that concert. It was inevitable. Push came to shove, a few people would have ran into their enemy, but I'm thinking an NBA YoungBoy concert in Chicago, the first one since King Von died, mind you, since he's come off house arrest, since his legal troubles has been out the way, since he's been pardoned by Trump, it was gonna get ugly. Going or coming, or both. If it would have got too ugly going, it probably would have been canceled anyway. You got to think about it. This was a concert that you were gonna have kids at. You're gonna have teenagers. Okay, so from the age of 13 to 25, that's who's doing the most killing in Chicago. You were gonna have every crash out in the city at that NBA YoungBoy concert. You were gonna have old crash outs, young crash outs, new crash outs, people that just start crashing out yesterday, people that would have probably crashed out for the first time there, like real talk. So, again, I don't feel like it was NBA YoungBoy scared to come. I don't feel like it was NBA YoungBoy's team. I feel like it was Chicago. It was the United Center. They were scared to take that chance because at the end of the day, I feel like they measured it, they weighed it. Is this money, because they were stood to make a whole lot of money from this? Was the money going to be worth the repercussions that would come if this turned out bad? And I feel like, given the reputation of Chicago, it was gonna turn out bad. Some people was gonna die. Some people was gonna die. So I feel like the right decision was made. I feel like, like I said, it's still too early. Like King Von died, and he still died in 2020. I mean, it's been 5 years. But at the end of the day, it's like you got a lot of people hurt behind it. And you got a lot of pressure that's on a lot of people that are still saying y'all never did nothing for, nothing ever happened to Rondo. Nothing ever happened to NBA YoungBoy. Nothing ever even happened to Lil Tim. And Lil Tim was going to be on, he was going to be in that show, in that concert. Probably performing some of his shit. Probably performing songs with NBA YoungBoy that he got dissing King Von. Dissing Dirt, So, it is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. One thing I know about Chicago, when it's all said and done, Chicago gonna ride with Chicago, man. I kind of felt like that concert was never gonna take place anyway, but I did feel like if NBA YoungBoy would have showed up, the people, the police, the security, the city, the government would have made sure that nothing happened to him, at that venue, That's what I got. It's your boy. I'm out.